You're watching UnrealEntGaming. This is Beerus, the god of destruction. Make sure you subscribe to UnrealEntGaming and push the like button for me, or else I'll Hakai you from existence.
Oh, and do make sure to watch the entire video all the way through. And to follow UnrealEntGaming on both Instagram and Twitter.
Whiz, enough. On to the video.
Ever since the introduction of the Universe 6 Saiyans from planet Sadala, there have been many conversations held about the overall potential that Goku and Vegeta have in going off to visit Universe 6 and specifically going off to visit planet Sadala. And ever since Broly's introduction into Dragon Ball Super, even more fans wanted this scenario to at some point become a reality. However, what if I told you that on today's video we are going to be doing exactly that? As this is the story of the Universe 7 Saiyans visiting planet Sadala, a story where it encompasses the narrative of what drives the Saiyans, and to see how Goku, Vegeta, and Broly would come across meeting and seeing Kaba, Kale, and Caulifla after such a long time. Now, before we dive any further into this video, if you are new to the channel and of course have a love and passion for all things Dragon Ball and anime related, and want to be kept up to date with everything in regards to Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball Super manga, and everything involving the Dragon Ball IP, then I do encourage you guys to go on over and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to never miss a single video on this channel, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below if you guys are simply stoked, ready, and excited to see what the future holds in regards to the Dragon Ball franchise. And with all that being said, I want to thank you all so much for your support, and let's dive straight into the video. As we kick off the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Story of the Multiversal Saiyan Crossover Manga Chapter Special, with both Goku and Vegeta shown having a conversation on Beerus' planet, with of course Vegeta's interest having to be piqued. With all things considered, Vegeta went along to ask Goku, "You seriously want to go through with this, don't you, Kakarot? And what for? Those Universe 6 Saiyans are far behind us in power. Other than their fusion, what makes you think it's even worth our time?" With Goku responding, "Well, don't you want to see how strong the Universe 6 Saiyans have gotten since the tournament, Vegeta? I think it'll be fun for us to test their power out. And besides, we'll bring Broly along too. He's never had the chance to meet any other Saiyan outside of us, so I think it'll be fun. Plus, that Kale Saiyan kinda has a similar form to him too, remember?" And that's when Vegeta went along to angrily point out by asking, "Are you out of your mind? Listen to yourself. He completely lost his mind and tried to kill us not long ago, remember? Or were you punched so hard in the head that you completely forgot everything? Who's to say he won't do it again?" With Goku responding, "Whoa, take it easy, Vegeta. Why are you yelling at me? I'm sure by now Broly has learned to control himself since our fight. You're being so dense right now. It's an opportunity for us all." With Beerus, of course, having to lay back and observing this, that's when Vegeta went along to ask, "What opportunity? We're stronger than they are. Why are you always looking to start something that you can't possibly finish?" With Goku responding, "Because this would be the perfect time to not only train with them, but also study their power and see how far they've come, including Kaba. Didn't you take a liking to him?" With Vegeta responding, "Kaba is nowhere near what we are now. Bringing Broly would only ensure chaos to happen, especially with that Caulifla." Which, as all of this is going down, Broly seems to be very nervous and also kind of confused as to what they're conversating about, because Broly has absolutely no idea on who Kaba, Kale, or Caulifla even are, which ultimately led to Beerus finally getting fed up and having to yell at everyone by telling them, "Will you both just shut up and leave my planet already? I'm sick of you always coming here to unwind your problems. If you don't get out of here right now, I'll destroy you both." And that's when Whis chimes in by telling everyone, "Well done, you two. You managed to anger Lord Beerus yet again." With Vegeta chiming in, "It's Kakarot's fault anyway. He never listens," as Whis responds, "However, I will say going to planet Sadala will be beneficial in case the Omni Kings decided to hold another tournament. This way you can already know your opponents and study their power." And that's when Goku went on to look at Broly by telling him, You hear that, Broly? Sounds like we're headed to Universe 6. I can't wait for you to meet them. With Vegeta uttering, "This is such a bad idea, Kakarot. Bringing Broly would be a mistake. If he can't control himself, then no matter the outcome, he dies." Understood? And with everyone gathered around Whis, that's when Whis went on to tell them, "Now before we go, I just want you all to remember, number 1, if you were to somehow die, I am not going to be held responsible. Number 2, if Champa were to want you out, then you will leave. And lastly, don't provoke Beerus any more than you have. Especially you, Goku. From my understanding, the Universe 6 Saiyans have been training very intensely since the tournament, which will make for a very interesting meeting. However, we'll only have 1 hour, so let's make the most of it then, shall we?" Which, as we then make our way into Universe 6, we only then observe how both Kaba and Caulifla are training, with Kale having to observe, and as they engage, that's when Caulifla went on to ask, "Come on, Kaba, is that all you've got? What happened to using your Super Saiyan 3? With Kaba responding, "That won't be needed for now. First, I want to see where you are in your base form before using any of my Super Saiyan forms to win." And with Kale patiently observing, Caulifla went on to kick Kaba in the stomach by telling him, "You want to know where I am? Here I am, Kaba. You'll have to do much better than that to keep up." And with Caulifla kicking Kaba away, she then went on to tell him, "Either come at me seriously or don't come at me at all, Kaba." But then, to both Caulifla and Kale's surprise, as they then notice something, they both go on to ask, "Hey, what the... could it be?" As only then, right then and there, with Kaba's body having to be shown flying, he only then manages to crash into Vegeta's body, with Kaba having to look back. As he did in utter shock, he then comments, "What the... wait, Master Vegeta? Is that really you?" With Vegeta responding, "How many times did I tell you not to call me Master? What was that just now? You were losing." And with Kaba shown very excited, he then went on to tell him, "We were only going through our daily sparring practices without using any of our Super Saiyan forms. It's so good to see you all again. What brings you all here? It's been a very long time." With Goku responding, "Yo, Kaba, it's good to see you all again. Wow, you guys really must have been at it. Your power levels are much higher than it was during the Tournament of Power. We're here because we wanted to see what you all were up to and maybe test your power to see where you all are." With Caulifla responding, "So you basically came here to get your ass kicked again, huh? We didn't forget about our previous battle either." With Goku responding, "It was against your fusion, wasn't it?" "I haven't forgotten." And with Kaba bowing down, he then went on to tell Vegeta, "It is an honor to have you here on our homeworld, Master Vegeta. Thank you for coming here." With Vegeta responding, "What are you? Just get up." "Well, you're in for a very rude awakening, Goku," says Caulifla. "We are much stronger than you remember, and there is no way we will let you do what you did to us again. It's crunch time, and you're about to get crushed." But then, Caulifla notices a third Saiyan with them, and having to be completely oblivious, Caulifla then went on to add, "Hey, wait, and just who is this guy? I've never seen him around before. Is he another Saiyan? His power is massive." With Goku responding, "Sure is. His name is Broly. We ran into him not long ago after the tournament." With Caulifla looking up and responding, "You're a lot bigger than the other two, so that probably means that you're either just as strong or stronger than them, aren't you?" With Broly responding, "Broly's power is great, but Broly has control now. If you'd like to train with Broly, then Broly will train and learn more." With Caulifla responding, "Robotic much? Jeez, this guy gotta learn to talk better and not be so awkward." With Caulifla stepping out of the way, Kaba then inserted himself by telling Broly, "Hey Broly, this is Kale. She also had a similar thing happen with her power and she's able to control it now. I think the two of you would get along great, especially if we pair off. You could both learn from each other." With Vegeta having to utter, "I don't like the sound of that, Kakarot. What did I tell you?" And with Broly finally meeting Kale, he then went on to tell her, "Hello, I am Broly." With Kale responding, "I am Kale. Good to meet you, Broly." So obviously here there is a moment of awkwardness coming from Broly because he had never met anyone outside of Goku, Vegeta, of course Frieza, his own father, so this is kind of different for Broly, and Kale here is also a little awkward and being shy and timid at the same time. But when going back to Kaba and Vegeta, that's when Vegeta went on to tell Kaba, "I'm assuming you were able to craft yourself into a much better warrior since the Tournament of Power. In that case, I want you to show me everything that you can do, and don't hold back one bit." With Kaba responding, "After seeing your evolution against Universe 11, we vow to become the best we can possibly be, that way we can rival and surpass you one day. I am ready for this to be that day, Master. With of course Caulifla doing the same thing and approaching Goku and tapping him in the chest, she then went on to ask him, still think your little fancy Ultra Instinct nonsense is going to work? You're in for it now, Goku. I'm far beyond what I was before, which means you're in trouble. And don't worry, I don't need to fuse in order to take you down this time. And with Goku smiling, he then asks, is that so? We'll see then. I'm ready. And as Vegeta approaches Kaba, he then went on to tell him, we'll leave the others and go to another location where there's space. Like I said, don't hold back. This way. Follow me. And with both Kaba and Vegeta having to be shown leaving, Goku went on to address Caulifla by asking, so what do you say? Shall we head on out too and get started? I hope you don't regret losing after I beat you, Caulifla, with Caulifla responding, you sure do love to run your mouth, Goku, but I'm ready. Whether it's here or there, the outcome of this fight will be the same. With my foot over your head. And with both Goku and Caulifla leaving, Goku went on to address Broly by telling him, hey Broly, you and Kale can take it from here, we'll be fighting away from you in order for you two to have your own space. And as we then go to Kaba and Caulifla who are shown in fighting position, Kaba went on to tell Vegeta, I've waited for the day where I had the chance to prove myself to you, Master Vegeta. I won't let you down. We may not have those Super Saiyan God powers that you and Goku have, but we have something different to counter it, with Vegeta asking, oh really? Then show it to me. And as we then go back to Goku and Caulifla who are also in fighting position, Goku went on to tell Caulifla, I can already tell this isn't going to be easy, Caulifla, but now that I have full control over Ultra Instinct, there is nothing you can do that will take me down, with Caulifla responding, we'll see, old man. And as everyone then begins fighting in the distance, Broly and Kale are the only ones having to observe this because they are the only ones at this point that haven't started fighting yet. And as they go on to acknowledge each other, Kale goes on to ask, so you also have a hard time in controlling your power, Broly? Do you ever feel like you're losing control? With Broly responding, Broly can control his Super Saiyan form. Anything beyond that, Broly cannot fully control yet. And with Kale looking on up with a very focused look on her face, she then went on to tell him, so why don't we try and help you control it like I did then? I want to see your full power. I am the strongest out of the three, so if you're even stronger than me, then it gives me a chance to learn and grow. With Broly responding, I would like that. I thank you. You want Broly to use his full power now? With Kale responding, show me all of your Super Saiyan forms first. Before using your uncontrollable power, I want to see all of your stages first. With Broly responding, then Broly will show you. Let's do it. And with Broly shown transforming just like Kale, it's a showdown of epic proportions, as only then the Beyond Dragon Ball Super fan manga special then comes to a close. Now, what I really wanted to do with this story was I wanted to introduce a different dynamic involving Goku, Vegeta, Broly, Kaba, Kale, and Caulifla, in the idea of bringing everyone together and introducing the Universe 6 Saiyans to Broly, and having Kale's transformation be referenced in the idea that both Kale and Broly kind of share a similar form, so it only makes sense to have those two pair off while Vegeta goes off to train with Kaba and Goku goes off to train with Caulifla. But what I also want to know from you guys in the comment section below are 3 specific things. Number 1, do you guys believe that it would be logical for Goku, Broly, and Vegeta to head off to planet Sadala in training with the Universe 6 Saiyans or having any sort of interaction with them? Number 2, if we did have a likely scenario to where all 6 of these Saiyans met at the same place at the same time, then would the outcome be the same in all of them having to train, or would one party be favored over the other? And lastly, would you guys want me to introduce more elements to the story in either continuing it or doing something kind of similar in having all 6 of these Saiyans meet and potentially train or have one giant sparring session? I was really considering on doing another alternate kind of meeting to where it was universe versus universe once again, and this time it was perhaps kind of similar to what we saw go down with Champa and Beerus during the Universal crossover arc with Universe 6 and 7, but this time kind of introducing either a 3-on-3 situation or a 5-on-5, and making this the best way to introduce all 6 of them on the battlefield at once. So I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below. Again, if you guys enjoyed this story, then be sure to give this video a big fat thumbs up by slapping that like button down below. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. Also, share this video to as many people as you can on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The more support we get, the better it is for the channel, and the more mangas we get to make for you guys. So once again, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your time. If you guys have any suggestions or any ideas of your own, then feel free to drop them down below. Thank you all so much once more, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys down the comment section below. Have a great day, everybody, and take care. Peace. And a quick little reminder before you exit the video, if you guys are unaware, follow me on my secondary channels, which are also used to discuss and talk about all kinds of different subjects and topics, including gaming and live streams, beginning with Unreal Network, which is a channel dedicated in discussing all kinds of movies, breakdowns, current events, scary stories, theories, and more. So if you are someone who is into the entertainment world, then that's the channel for you. So head on over and subscribe over on Unreal Network, which up next is Unreal Vlogs, where I bring you guys a little closer into my life in taking you behind the scenes with vlogging content, parody videos, reactions, motivational videos, uplifting videos, and more. So if you want to get to know me on more of a personal level, then that's the channel for you. Hit that subscribe button to always be in the loop with Unreal Vlogs. And lastly, my gaming channel, Unreal Royale, where on that channel we dive more into the world of gaming, ranging from all different kinds of video games, from Dragon Ball to Resident Evil to Grand Theft Auto, Halo, Gears of War, Minecraft, all kinds of horror games, shooters, RPGs, and more, including live streams. So if you're a gamer and are into the gaming world, then smash that subscribe button over at Unreal Royale and experience the ride with me. I want to thank you all so much for your time. Thank you all so very much for your support, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you in the next video.
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
Also follow UnrealEntGaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead! Oh, did someone say UnrealEntGaming? Oh my god.
The fuck's up? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes, but Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Freezer.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!
But once you get video, lots of likes, or Bill will turn you into chocolate!
Vados, get over here! Tell these mortals that I'm the biggest UnrealEntGaming fan. This is my moment. I'm a part of his notification squad. Universe 7 can have all the fun. I just want the food.
And don't forget to leave a comment on this video. Show some love for the best community on YouTube.
Kakarota!